Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Jose Mourinho moving closer to Arsenal transfer deal as Mikel Arteta's plan takes shape, and then we're going to look at Julian Brandt already revealing how he can replace Mesut Ozil at Arsenal as Edu eyes transfer deal. So the first transfer headline states that Jose Mourinho moving closer to Arsenal transfer deal as Mikel Arteta's plan takes shape. So the reports are stating that Jose Mourinho is moving closer to sealing an Arsenal transfer, according to reports. Also, midfielder Granit Xhaka is close to joining Jose Mourinho at Roma, ahead of being the next senior player to depart the Gunners, according to reports. The Switzerland international is expected to be the latest of a few senior players who depart the Emirates Stadium this summer as boss Mikel Arteta revamps his squad. Defender David Luiz has already announced that he will leave the club when his contract expires at the end of the month, following talks with Mikel Arteta over his future. The 34-year-old spent 2 years with Arsenal after joining from Premier League rivals Chelsea in 2019. Long-serving right-back Hector Bellerin has also been linked with a departure. The 26-year-old could end his 10-year association with the North Londoners and has interest from his native Spain. Goalkeeper Bernd Leno and midfielder Willian have also been rumoured to be nearing their exits. Granit Xhaka could be next to depart though, despite turning around his fortunes at Arsenal. The 28-year-old sarcastically applauded as he was jeered off the pitch by supporters while being substituted during a 2-2 draw with Crystal Palace in October 2019. Then boss Unai Emery stripped him of the captaincy. Granit Xhaka has played 71 times since Mikel Arteta's appointment 2 months later and has become a favourite of large sections of Arsenal supporters. It is claimed that he is close to joining new Roma boss Jose Mourinho in Italy. The former Tottenham head coach will take over at the Serie A side and plans to take Granit Xhaka with him. It will help raise funds for a busy summer for Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. The Spaniard has already urged the Arsenal board to deliver an expensive transfer window following a disappointing campaign. A failure to secure European qualification for the first time in over a quarter of a century was particularly damning. So too was the FA Cup 4th round exit against Southampton. Eventual champions Villarreal knocked them out of the Europa League thanks to a 2-1 aggregate win. The squad needs changing, Mikel Arteta said last month. There were already a lot of changes in December, something that has not been done in years, but it tells us where we are. Things are going to have to change and the owners are going to back it up. Time is catching up right now. It's a trend. It's been years now that this has been happening. If the distance and the margins with the rest become too big, then it's almost impossible to do it. We are still on time, and we have put some very strong pillars and foundations in the last few months to do what we have to do. We know what has been going on inside here for the last 18 months. We only know the ones that are here, how we have built that is incredible. So it looks like Jose Mourinho is moving closer to Arsenal transfer deal as Mikel Arteta's plan takes shape, and it looks like Granit Xhaka will no longer be an Arsenal player as he makes his move to Roma. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Julian Brandt has already revealed how he can replace Mesut Ozil at Arsenal as Edu eyes deal. So the reports are stating that Mikel Arteta is being tipped to bolster his Arsenal midfield options with the signing of Julian Brandt in the summer transfer window after missing out on Emiliano Buendia. Also continues to be linked with midfield alternatives ahead of the summer transfer window opening. It is understood that the Gunners are seriously interested in signing Emiliano Buendia, but have lost out to Aston Villa after they agreed a free with Norwich City on Monday. Therefore, the search to find the creative spark the club needs this summer continues, with Real Madrid's Martin Odegaard once again the club's first choice target following a successful loan spell. Although Borussia Dortmund's Julian Brandt could be an alternative if the North London outfit aren't able to reach an agreement with Los Blancos over a return for the Norway international. Fußball transfers claim that Brandt is up for sale at Dortmund, with also credited with an interest as technical director Edu eyes a £22.5 million deal. If Julian Brandt was to join the Gunners, there's a particular shirt number that he may request. Despite wearing number 19 at Dortmund, for the Germany national team he wears number 10 and believes that particular number suits him. The number 10 has great importance in football and also in the national team. I will try to grow with the task and give my best, Julian Brandt has previously said. I had very little to say about it. I was asked and accepted it. It's a very honourable task, but I have broad shoulders and I think it suits me. At Arsenal, the previous number 10 was none other than Mesut Ozil. The Gunners have been searching for a Mesut Ozil replacement ever since he joined Fenerbahce in January, and Julian Brandt is someone they may have found who they've been looking for. Julian Brandt has already taken over the midfielder's shirt number for the national team, so he could do the same at club level if reports of a summer transfer are true. So it looks like Julian Brandt has already revealed how he can replace Mesut Ozil at Arsenal as Edu eyes transfer deal. So it looks like the Gunners are now looking for more alternatives. We were linked with Jose Malwan, we were linked with a return for Martin Odegaard after missing out on Emiliano Buendia, and there are a lot of alternatives also looking at previous players that we have been looking at since the summer of 2017, the summer of 2018, but at the same time we have been looking for players that we have been heavily linked with, like last summer with the likes of Jose Malwan. And in terms of Julian Brandt, he is someone that we were heavily interested in the summer transfer window and also heavily in the January transfer window as that temporary or permanent replacement to Mesut Ozil as he made the move to Fenerbahce. And Julian Brandt is someone that's had a mixed season at Dortmund. He hasn't had enough game time as he has in previous seasons under the new manager, under the new setup and the way Dortmund are playing currently, with the likes of Erling Haaland, Jadon Sancho pretty much stealing the spotlight away from Julian Brandt. So when it comes to Julian Brandt, it looks like Dortmund are willing to sell him for around £22.5 million, even though he has a long-term contract with Dortmund. It looks like Dortmund think that they don't rate the midfielder as much, but he can also play in the creative midfield option. He can play in the left wing, he can play in the centre of midfield in two number 8s like we did once in the games where Partey and there was two centre mids in front. So when it comes to Julian Brandt, we have to wait and see how this transfer pans out. But other than that, guys, remain blessed. Stay tuned for the next video and peace.